Hi, my name is Prathona Paul, and in today's video, we will be looking at how to secure an application deployed to WildFly on OpenShift using Okta as the OpenID provider.
Starting at the Okta dashboard, click on Applications and add a new application integration into your library. For the sign-in method, choose OIDC and application type as web application. For the name, you can choose any name, but for this example, we're going to be using Simple Web App Okta. For all the other settings, you can keep it as is and scroll down to where it says Skip Group Assignment for now. Click that and hit Save. Now we'll be adding a user to our application. Click on Directory and add a new person whose first name is Alice and last name is Smith. For the username, we'll be using their email, which is alice@example.org. Go to Password and set a new password that matches the requirements set by Okta, and click on User Must Change Password on First Login so that they don't have to change their password. Now go back to your application and navigate to the Assignments tab and click on Assign and assign Alice to this application. Hit Save and go back. Now we will be customizing our claims. Go to API, click the edit button next to default, go to claims and add a claim called IDT claim. Change the type to an ID token claim, and for the value, add appuser.username. Hit save. Now go back to your API settings and copy the issuer URI. Once you've copied your issuer URL, you can go back to the Helm chart that's located inside the Simple Web App Okta directory and paste it under OIDC Provider URL. Next, go back to your application and copy the client ID that is assigned to your application. And go back to the Helm chart and paste it under client ID. We'll be doing the same with the client secret. These are environment variables which we will be using for our Helm release. I'll explain more about that later on. Hit save and go back to your terminal. Now you should type in helm install OIDC app /f, the path to your Helm chart, and WildFly/WildFly, which is the directory for the Helm chart for WildFly project. You can use that command over there to see the status of your Helm release. Alternatively, you can go back to the developer sandbox and go to the topology view to see the resources tab and see the status of your pod. Going back to our Helm chart, you can see that we've defined 3 environment variables which are used inside the oidc.json file located inside the web directory. We're using these environment variables to specify client ID, provider URL, and client secret. You'll also see the IDT claim which we created earlier specified as the value for principal attribute. This will be used to retrieve Alice's username. We've also specified public client as false and SSL required as external. Lastly, we've specified OIDC as the auth method inside the web.xml file. Now, let's go back to Developer Sandbox to check on our pod and wait for it to build. Once your pod is done building, you can go back to the terminal, and using the commands shown on the screen, you can extract the application and the valid redirect URI. Copy the valid redirect URI and go back to your Okta dashboard, and under General Settings for your application, click Edit and go to the section for Sign in Redirect URIs and paste it. Hit Save. Now go back to your terminal again and copy the application URL for your application. Open a new tab on your private browser and paste it. Click Access Secured Servlet, and now you'll be redirected to the Okta's signing page. Use the credentials you set for Alice earlier to sign in, which will redirect you to the Secured Servlet page. You can see the current principal is listed as Alice. In this video, we learned how to secure an application deployed to WildFly on OpenShift using Okta as the OpenID provider. I hope you found this video helpful. If you would like to check out more content on WildFly, be sure to subscribe to the WildFly AS YouTube channel. See you next time.